today. This is Chop It Up with the Pies. I am who they say I am, and this is my wife, Cassandra Pie. Today we got a hot topic. It's hot. It's sizzling. Today we saw something. We're just doing a review on something that we seen earlier this week. A man was upset because this man who was gay, and he's blaming society for forcing him to marry. Now, the man who married the woman is not forcing, but the man who's making the comments on it is accusing society of forcing this man to marry based on tradition. And so before I get really deep into it, I want to give my wife a view on what she think about being a man being forced to marry a woman against his will, based on what this man was talking about.
Well, he's saying that society forced the gay man to marry a woman because traditionally you're supposed to marry a man's supposed to marry a woman, of course, not supposed to be with a man.
Right.
And said that society pressured. We're the reason why the wife is left heartbroken when he decided to finally come out to the wife and say that he is gay and now he needs to live in his truth. I think I call cap. I call BS, because nobody forces anybody to marry, especially in this day and time in America.
Right.
This isn't some other country where they have these, different rules and regulations when it comes to people, the mother and the father picking your wife or your husband and all that kind of stuff. You have a right to choose who you want to marry. And if you know good, right, and well, you gay, and you married a woman anyway,
right?
Then you just wrong as two left shoes.
Okay.
And you can't be around here blaming society.
Okay.
For your choices.
See, this is my issue with that, and I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem with a gay man. Now, but the thing is that I think the guy went too far. I think he went too far because the thing he said was, now this is something we seen on TikTok, but the thing he said was, we did exactly what we need to do to make him feel like he's being forced to be with a woman. But here's the thing. This is so crazy to me when a person being put in a position where they can make their own decisions. But if you want to be what you are, be what you are. And I was talking to my wife about it. If you want to be a bank robber, be that. I'm not making you be a bank robber because that's what you want to do. And that's the problem. This man is so totally and completely out of touch with reality because he's gay himself. And so a gay gonna defend a gay, just like a straight gonna defend a straight. And so the thing is that the sad part about that is he's trying to pass this on as normal.
Yes.
There's nothing normal about a man marrying a woman, but nobody ain't mad about that.
You said, well, what are you saying? There's nothing what?
No, because I'm saying if that's what they want to do. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not agreeing with. I'm saying I can't tell you how to live your life. That's what I'm saying. If you think that's right in your world, that's right. I can't. But in my world, that's wrong. That's what I'm saying.
You said man marrying a woman, though. Did I hear you wrong?
Well, let me say it like this then. It's nothing wrong with a man marrying a woman.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. But he's talking about, and we're gonna let y'all hear the clip and look. He's talking about it's something wrong if he's already knew that he was gay and society put the pressure on him to marry a woman. That's wrong.
Okay, well, let's let them hear a portion of the clip. We're gonna plug it in right here.
Did y'all see the video of baby girl? She was crying because her husband came out to her as gay, and he's gonna go out and live in his truth, and so of course she's gonna get a divorce. Da 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 da. I have a lot of thoughts. Thought number one, I blame y'all. Thought number two, baby girl, I'm sorry. My heart goes out to her. My heart goes out to her as a mother. My heart goes out to her as a wife who loved her husband. And my heart goes out to her because all of you made this happen.
You hear this man, he's going on a rant about that situation, but I just want to lay down some jewels. Mm-hmm. Now, the thing is that lesson number one in reality, you can't force us to be responsible, or you can't accuse us of being responsible for another grown man that we never ever seen in our life problems. So just like he knew that she was a woman, he knew exactly what marriage was. He knew exactly what having sex with this woman and having children was. He knew all those things. He just didn't want them. If he didn't want them, he should have said it a long time ago before they got married. But the thing is that I'm not going to let, and we should never let anybody else try to force us in a box because of somebody's decision. If a person's hot in their body and they want to do something, they'll do it. Mm-hmm. But sometimes people low down and they just decide to just go through with it. And at the tail end of it, then they tell the person, oh, this is what's going on in my life right now. I don't really want to do it like this no more. But these people knee deep. These people financially in. You know, now it's children involved. Now all of a sudden you get copped out and said you want to be with another man. That's your business. I'm cool with that. But what we ain't gonna do in society is let abnormal people with their abnormal thinking accuse us to make us feel like we wrong. And that's the problem with society when it comes to this same-sex marriage stuff and all that stuff. Nobody ain't mad at you. That's what we trying to get y'all to understand. You mad at some gay folks? I ain't mad at we ain't mad at you, but we ain't gonna agree with that. But we not mad at you. If that's what y'all want to do, and stop trying to make it like we picking on y'all. And so the thing is that this guy, like I said, he went on, he was ranting and raving about all of that, and he smacking his lip and talking sideways. I'm gonna need him to stop smacking his lip when he talk to me anyway about anything. But I ain't with that. But the thing is that I ain't gonna bash him because that's who he is. But here's the thing. The man who married that woman and told her that he was gay after they had children, most of that is her fault. I don't care how young she is. I don't care how old she might be. You knew that man had men tendencies. You knew he had.
You know that for sure.
You knew. Yes, I do.
So how do you know
you
that?
with somebody for everybody's.
She said it was like 12 years.
Lord have mercy.
Since high school or something like that. Junior high or something like that.
She knew that man wanted her, and y'all might have to bleep this one out. She knew that man wanted her to put the strap on. Come on now, I'm going to tell you the truth and shame the devil. Come on now. Stop playing with that. But some of y'all women are so hard-hearted, y'all so stubborn, you feel like because whatever you giving him, maybe he'll change his mind. You thought because you gave him one daughter or one child and gave him another, he might come out of that. But he didn't. He was knee deep in that. He loved what he loved and he hated what he hated. He hated to be married, but he loved to be with that guy. He'd rather be with a man and fornicate than be with a straight woman and stay married. Well, how you handle that? How you deal with that? You can't. The thing is that you did the right thing about divorcing him, but what I would not let you do to me is lie to me about you didn't know he was gay.
And I'm going to elaborate on that a little bit more too. But at the same time, getting back to what you said about him blaming society, when I say I call BS on that, and the reason why I call BS on that, because if he married that woman knowing he was gay, he didn't do that, in my opinion, based on society. He did that based on what he know is right. What he, in his heart, know is right to do, regardless of his lustful desires.
Okay.
He know deep down, and in my opinion, I may be bashed for this, all gay people know that those desires are perverted.
Okay.
That it's a perversion.
I'm gonna put my glasses on.
And I know I may get bashed for it.
Let me hide.
But at the end of the day, they know it's a perversion, and they hate that about themselves. So instead, they fight society. Like society is so wrong. When in all actuality, they hate that about themselves. So they try to put their frustration out on everybody else.
So you saying they can't stop?
What I'm saying, no, they can stop.
Okay.
The issue that
what they hate.
What they hate that they know they wrong in their heart.
Okay.
They don't. So a lot of times it's trying to convince themselves that it's okay when they blast in society for saying it's okay. You made me do this, and if I could just live in my truth, there's nothing wrong with this lifestyle. They know deep down it is.
Right.
So what I'm making is he married that woman. In my opinion, because I could be wrong.
Okay.
But in my opinion, not based on what society forced him to do. Okay. He married that woman based on what he know in his heart.
Okay.
Is right to do. Right. To be married to a woman when you a man slanging around here. You know good right and well you ain't got no business with no dude.
Okay.
But so at the end of the day, when he comes to her and he says, "Oh, I'm gay," what he really needs to say is, "You know what? I just want to be free to live out my perverted desires."
Okay.
That's at the end of the day. So stop blaming society and this guy that like my husband say, smacking his lips and poking out his lips and all that old stuff. he needs to stop tripping. Blaming society for that nonsense.
Okay. But see, here's the thing that I noticed when it comes to that. And I'm back because I can't let that woman, that married woman who's divorced, off the hook. I can't let her off the hook because if you've been with that man,
okay. So you said trying to tell me that he couldn't have been somebody that hid it very well.
You can't hide who you are.
But listen, is somebody being gay who they are?
Yes, he told her.
No, but is that who a person truly is, or that's just their sexual preference?
No. That's who they are. That wasn't about who they is. He wanted to be with a man, and he told her he was so hot in his lustfulness that he said he needed to be with the man, and she had to file for divorce because she figured it was disgusting, and she wasn't gonna live with those immoral issues that he was having. But she said she was thankful that he found his way because he was lost. But he didn't get lost until that man probably got at him, told him, look, it's either me or her. Ain't that something? The man told him, it's either, I wasn't there, but I'm assuming that's what was said. It's either me or her. You're going to have to let her go because we can't keep on living like this as we lay from Shirley Murdoch.
That's what the
side dude said. He said it's going to either be me or her. You're going to have to make your mind up. And he made his mind up that he would abandon his children and his wife for something that he know ain't right. But we can say he know it's not right. But in his
he don't get right with us, not right.
But in his DNA, he think it's right.
And people can say all they want to that. And see that's another thing. And we need to do another video on the video itself, or what we're talking about the lady. Mm-hmm. He made a vow.
Okay.
So that's another thing that the guy is not mentioning in the video that we're talking about.
Okay.
Once you make a vow, all your sexual desires outside of your marriage, whether it be to be with a bunch of women or whether it be to be with another dude, or a darn goat for that matter, need to be put in your back pocket somewhere, because you didn't made a vow to be faithful to this person that you made a vow to. You're supposed to honor your vows. So I don't understand these gay men being given passes because they really believed all their life, they felt in their heart all their life that they were gay, so they try not to be gay, and then they marry a woman, so now they get a pass for living in their truth. At the end of the day, it don't matter what your truth is at this point. You made a vow, so be faithful to your spouse.
That's what he was saying. He said, well, the truth was that, or the rant he was going on was that now he's able to live in his truth, be comfortable with his truth, and don't have to be worried about being judged because he with the man that he loved. He's with the man that he wanted to be with. He don't have to follow the traditions that we lay down because it's our fault. The tradition that we go by, it's our fault.
It's our fault.
And so he don't have. So he's basically what he's saying. He's the yoke of being burdened with being with a woman is over with.
Right.
He's through with that horrific, that horrible situation that he was in with a woman that he was married to was terrible. It was hard for him. He was just so distressed. He just needed help. But now he's free. He's living his truth. He's living his life out. He's with the one he loved. I'm assuming that it goes back to the great Isley brother. There's a rose in a fisted glove where the eagle fly with the dove. And if you can't be with the one you love, but love the one you with.
Sure, he said love his wife.
Well, that's the point I'm making. That's a traditional song, but he wasn't talking about another man. So that's the dark side of that. So the thing is that, once again, the man was really off to the left. But here's the thing that a lot of people, young and old, is being forced with, to compromise what they truly believe, whether it be a family member, a sister, a brother, or ex, or whatever the situation might be. They have to compromise. Is this worth losing my friendship or losing my family? And they have to go along and agree with that mess. I'm not agreeing with nothing. You know, I holler at you when I holler at you. I'm gonna see you when I see. I'm standing on truth and principles. That's not okay. But what he was saying, I'm addressing him now, not that woman. I'm just the man who made the video. You can talk out the side of your neck as much as you like and as long as you like, but you could never convince me nor my wife that what you saying is valid. That man should have not chose, even if he was pressured by that man to leave his wife. And I'm assuming now even in that relationship, he's the weaker one. Because something had to be agreed upon for him to go tell that woman that he didn't want to be with her no more, and he was gonna leave his children as well. Man, come on, that's preposterous. That's
and
crazy.
Very selfish.
Well, definitely selfish.
You realize how selfish that is, because what this guy is saying about blaming society again, and of course he feels so sorry for the man who had to live this horrific lifestyle being married to the woman. Is still, when you are married, the man, I don't understand how the gay guy gets the pass, because we all know if he married, there's a lot of people that marry who are heterosexuals. They don't like people of the same sex,
right?
And there's a lot of people that marry somebody who they were not in love with.
Okay.
And the person who has their heart, or the person who they're much more attracted to or got a stronger connection with, is still out there.
Okay.
They don't get a pass. If they come to their spouse, if that man came to his wife and said, "I'm sorry, I can't fight this feeling anymore. I love Sharon.
Okay.
And I just can't live this lie no more." He would be dragged. He would be bashed.
Okay.
And he should be, because at the end of the day, you made a vow to your wife.
Right.
How you feel about Sharon isn't here nor there now.
Mm-hmm.
So why does this man get a pass because it's a dude? That's just a double whammy to me.
Right.
That just makes it that much worse. He shouldn't get no pass. It should be worse.
Mm-hmm.
But, what y'all think? Because that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
That's just how I see it.
Yeah, that's probably about the way I see it as well, because we can't agree with that once y'all see the video or whatever. But because the thing is that it's like they bullying the people that think life is natural and you're supposed to do it the natural way. I feel like it's really them bullying us in a way. But then we're gonna close on that though. We just wanted to get it in and talk about how this man went on a rant and tried to really punk the normal people when it comes
right.
to life standards and from sexual preferences. My wife and I have no problem with gay men and gay women and lesbian, and I don't have anybody in my family in their neighborhood, but it don't matter, because that's your life. You got to live your life accordingly. And so the thing is that make sure y'all subscribe, hit that like button, hit that notification button, because we will be coming back again, and we're gonna try to let y'all see this.
And let me clear this up. When you say we don't have no problem with it, I do have a problem with the lifestyle. I don't have a problem with the person himself.
Right. Okay.
Because we are Christians and we are against the homosexual lifestyle.
Yeah.
Let's straighten that up.
Right. Okay. Well, we go with that. Yeah.
Let's straighten that up.
But the thing is that we just know what we know and like what we like, and we disagree with things that's not morally proper or correct. Okay.
That's right.
All right then. So y'all, we thank y'all once again for chopping up with the pies. We'll get back at y'all sooner than later.